And we're live.
Good afternoon, Evolution family. My name is Ryan Stockton, and among the many things I do here at Archer Travel, I am the administrator for TinLeg Insurance. Today, we are going to do a quick but comprehensive how to book policies for TinLeg. So we're going to run through everything from logging in to booking a policy. So, and by the way, this graphic right here is available to all the agents. Once you register with TinLeg, you can actually embed this into emails and everything, and then you can link it with your subagent link. So all somebody needs to do is click on this banner and it takes them directly to the quote page. All these are available under the resources tab in your TinLeg dashboard. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen here with everybody. So we're actually going to do a full-on walkthrough. So this is the agent login page for agents. This is not tinleg.com. This is tinleg.com/agent/sign_in. And I'm going to have Amanda put this link in the chat. I also send this link to you guys with your registration email. But if you go to tinleg.com and click sign in and you enter your credentials, it's not going to recognize you because that's the consumer sign in. You need the agent sign in. It is available at the very bottom of the page at tinleg.com, but it's really just easiest just to use this link we're going to provide you right now. So you get here, you would enter your email and the password that you would set up with the activation email that I send you once I get you registered. So once you are signed in, you land here. This is your TinLeg dashboard. The most important thing on this page is your agent link right here. You click on that. That takes you directly to the quote form. Now you can click on it and fill out all the information yourself, or you can even provide that link to your clients. They click it, it takes them directly to the quote form that is linked to your account. That number right there, this is the number for a separate account that I have personally. So that number right there is unique to every single agent. So clicking on that guarantees that you get your commission. This is the only way I want you guys ever going to do to create a quote, or any one of your clients ever visiting tinleg.com, use that link. Just use the link. Any other way they're visiting through history, other things like that, don't do it. Just click the link every time you want to go back. And I'll show you a trick to where you can get back to the same policies that you've created during a quote. So you have your other resources right here, like I was talking about. To get the banner, you'd click right here, agent resources. There's a whole bunch of things right here. So you'd click add banners right here. These are all downloadable banners. All these are all different. There's long ones, square ones, book now, book international. They all say different things. So go check them out. They're a good resource to get people to easily click and book their policies with you. But we're going to go back to our dashboard right now. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and click the subagent link myself. And we're going to walk through this with you. So, well, imagine that I click this right now because I already have everything open and set up for you guys. You would end up right here. All this information would be blank. I've pre-filled it in so we can go this quickly. But this is where it takes you. This is the quote form. All right. What country? So this applies to your client, not you as an agent yourself. This is for creating a quote for them. What country are they a resident of? They must be a U.S. resident to book a TinLeg policy. All right. Little inside information. We are actively looking for a travel protection supplier for international. We are in the works. There's nothing definitive, but we're working to get this for you guys because we know it is something that is needed. Due to the legality of laws around international travel insurance, it's a little difficult, but we are doing our very best to procure something for our international agents so you guys can book something for non-U.S. citizens. But back to the matter at hand. We have which state are you a resident of? That matters, okay? Because certain states in the U.S. have different laws governing travel protection insurance, like the state of New York. It's very difficult to get someone a policy in the state of New York because you have to pay taxes and all that stuff. So if you enter New York right here and you press search and it comes up blank, that's why, okay? You enter how many travelers, their ages, when they leave home for their trip. You can book a policy up to 15 days before departure, okay? Unless you would like a cancel for any reason policy for them. That gives them the ability to cancel for any reason they want, right? Doesn't need to fall into any criteria. That must be booked within 14 days of the initial deposit or booking on the trip, okay? So you have cancel for any reason must be done at the beginning. Otherwise, a standard policy of the different variations can be done all the way until 15 days before they go on their trip, okay? All this information, if you guys need it, there's a support email, and then we'll throw that in the chat at the end. So we filled out all this information. Then we press search, quote now. It takes us here. These are the policies that were generated off that information that I just entered, okay? So you have your different reasons. These are coverages for the policies. You can scroll down and see how this is the best thing to do. You want to know what covers what and what it does. Click on this more detail, trip interruption, more detail. It gives us a full breakdown in like plain language so that we all can understand it, because we're not lawyers. So it doesn't explain anything in legalese like a contract. This gives it in more plain language so you and your clients, because this is also set up so that your client can do this themselves. So it's very easy and it's very explanatory when you go through this. Okay, so we have our price for TinLeg Gold, $368. That's for both of my travelers. And if we would like a cancel for any reason policy, because I said I would like that, you have to scroll down here to this area, cancel for any reason, and click this button. Now you see here that it costs an extra $184, but that literally gives your client the ability to cancel for any reason that they want and get refunded up to 75% of their total trip cost. Some of these vary. This one's 50%. This one is also 50%. That depends on the underwriter. But so when you do that, the price up here will change. Let's say you're doing this for your client. You want to send it to them. Click this button right here, email quote. You can enter your name or your client's name and enter your client's email address. Now, if you already pre-selected the cancel for any reason, it sends them the quote, how it was generated, with these prices here set without any additions. So when they would open their email link, it takes them directly to this page. They would see this price, not the 500 and something, not this added with the 184. They would see these prices right here. If they wanted to book, they would need to go down and click cancel for any reason. Okay? So how I said I give you guys a shortcut. See this right here, quote number 341-404. When we go back to this page, I can enter that number right here and it will bring up these same policies, same price. Okay? So you don't need to go back through and enter it and worried about, oh, has something changed because we're now closer to departure date? No. Once you make your initial quote on the trip, write that number down. It's located right up here. Oh, we got our Zoom thing in the way. It's located right up there in the top right-hand corner. And if we can get our Zoom thing to go away so that we can change pages again. It's located right here. And enter that number and the same stuff will populate for you again. So we're going to go ahead and move along. I'm going to go down here and say I want cancel for any reason for my clients. Remember, if you're doing this for your clients, you need a credit card authorization form signed for this. So this is a waiver for COVID-19. If you are buying travel insurance for coverage related to COVID-19, this policy can provide cancellation, interruption, trip delay, medical benefits. If you contract the virus or are quarantined, this is great. All these policies do this. This is excellent for the way things are and people contracting COVID, especially if there's higher outbreaks to the area that they're traveling to, things like that. This is something I want you guys to see right here. All travelers must reside in the same state. That relates back to the legality differences between states. I get this question all the time. While I have multiple travelers in a group, they're all coming from different states. You must get a separate policy for everyone in different states. So you can group 4 people from this state together. These other 2, this couple is from this state. They need separate policies, okay? So we're gonna go continue to purchase. The other disclaimer was that there is coverage that's not available if your clients are traveling to certain regions of the world. This changes
Ryan,
sometimes.
do you
So
want to take questions during?
if someone has a question to what we're doing right now, come on. Let's hear them.
Okay, I figured
More
it's
than
probably
happy to
better
help.
during.
What is it?
Because then you're showing it.
Yeah.
So the question is, when you're filling out the quote form, what date do we put for when did you make your first booking?
You must put the date that you actually so you went to the supplier and confirmed the booking, made the reservations. That's the date you use. If you alter this date from the date that's on the itinerary and you clients file a claim, you have a chance of it being rejected because it's going to consider falsified information, because these dates matter due to the cost of a trip and the when it can be made, especially if you're doing cancel for any reason, because you're only allowed to do it within the first 14 days of your initial deposit or booking on the trip. So if you falsify that date, or if you accidentally get that date wrong and it changes your range for acquiring cancel for any reason, let's say you're actually out of the range, but because a mistake in the date there was wrong, was made, the system puts you within range. You buy a cancel for any reason. Your clients need to file a claim, and when the information is reviewed, it's going to be denied, and your clients are going to be out, and you're not going to have happy clients because that would have been a mistake on the agent's part. So always make sure, check these dates on the itineraries and the dates that you actually made the reservation, put money down, or made the reservation with the supplier, because they're going to require all of these documents if and when a claim is made. Any more questions on any of that stuff? I can go back.
No, that was the
some
question
stuff. When you have when we're doing the dates here, a little calendar pops up, so it makes it really easy. So you can select, and then you can even count sorry, I'm in the way. You can count the little squares and see if you're within the range. So.
Oh, actually, Ryan, sorry.
Yeah.
So the actual booking date, not the departure date.
No. So there is an area here. So cancel for any reason is 14 days after the initial booking. That's your window from initial booking to 14 days to purchase the cancel for any reason upgrade. All of the policies that we have here, let's get it back up, quote results, all these policies without the cancel for any reason upgrade on eligible policies, these can all be purchased up until 15 days before departure. So if you're not looking for a cancel for any reason, you just want to get them the standard policies and what comes with them, you can book that all the way up until 15 days before departure. Okay, so we have 2 time windows here. Cancel for any reason is at the beginning, first 14 days. All of the other policies, standard, up until 15 days before departure. All right, so we've decided that we want TinLeg Gold. I'm going to add in the cancel for any reason just so I can show you guys, because it's gonna ask us again. We're going to continue to purchase here. So this is it. It's going to cost $552 for both people. So what is that? $251 per person. That will refund them back 75% of $5,000. And remember, this is huge for you guys. TinLeg gives 17% commission. So you're making money on offering your clients protection on their money. This is how you push this to them. With the way things are, with flights being canceled, weather, COVID, this is a must. I would not go on any trip without getting trip insurance. I'd rather pay the extra $251 a person to make sure that I get my thousands back later on down the line, just in case something happens. And there's even stuff that covers baggage loss. Let's say you have a layover that's more than the time limit. That in the policy, some of them are 3 hours, some of them are 6 hours. So let's say I have to sit in a hotel more than 3 hours. They pay me for that time. Why? This is, go through, look at the details of the policies, and then you can give this information to your clients, and so that they see how valuable this is, and they purchase, and then you get seven. Amanda, do you have a calculator? What's 17% of 552? But while she's doing that, so we've decided to select a policy. It's going to ask you again, just to make sure. It shows you the price without. See if we push it without. We don't want to cancel for any reason. This price changed. It went back down. But we do want to cancel for any reason. So price goes back up right there. Shows this. Here's our trip summary. Always double check your information. Okay, trip cost. Oh, excuse me. See, I made a mistake. This is why we double check. The total cost of the trip is $7,000. So $500 to cover $7,000 trip, that's good. And this is, the prices vary for these. So go in and check. That's the best thing. TinLeg is different from other insurance companies because they use dynamic pricing. They don't say, oh, your trip costs between $2,000 and $5,000. Your insurance is going to be this much no matter what. No. TinLeg takes into account all these variables and prices you the best policy that they possibly can, depending on how long you're going to be gone, age of travelers. There's no set table for this. This is why this is good. So you have to enter the information in the quote form and you get actual prices on that trip, not just a general price range, how these other companies do it. This is one of the reasons we went with TinLeg, is because of the dynamic pricing. So this is where you'd enter your traveler details. They want their ages, date of birth, stuff like that, their contact information, and payment information, terms and conditions, and then buy now. That's it. It's extremely simple. It's so easy. It's set up so that your clients can do it themselves. Provide them with that sub-agent link. Okay? Now I'm going to talk a little bit about some problems that we've been having. Not us, but agents in general booking with TinLeg. They're calling TinLeg. Please do not call TinLeg. And if you absolutely have to, identify yourself as an Archer agent. Everyone at TinLeg is aware. We are their biggest client. They give us preferential treatment. So identify yourself as an Archer agent. They will know to give you a TinLeg specific policy. TinLeg is owned by another company that also offers insurance. So when you call the line, if you do not identify yourself as an Archer agent, you may get one of their parent company's policies. Those are not commissionable. I cannot get those credited to your account. So if you must absolutely have to call technical information about coverage, because I am not a licensed insurance agent. So technical information, reach out to me. I will talk to my contact at TinLeg and I will get you that information. Okay? So just always go through us. Always use your sub-agent link, and that makes sure that you get your commission. I've had 4 policies this week of people that called or went directly to tinleg.com and booked a policy, and now they're not receiving their commission because they didn't use their link, and so much time has passed that payouts have already been finalized, and I can't get that credit to their account. Okay? So always use your sub-agent link. I want to see you guys make money. I want this to be a successful program, which, by the way, I just did the full year report, and you guys are doing an amazing job. This is why we have preferential treatment at TinLeg, is because the agents, you guys, are doing such a wonderful job with this, offering this to your clients, booking policies, and it makes everybody happy. Agents make money, your clients feel safe, secure, protected, and in the event that they need to make a claim, they get the majority of their money back. Okay? So this is great. Amanda, can you put our emails up in the chat for support? If you have a TinLeg related question, please email support excuse me, TinLeg
TinLegs.
support at archertravel.com. Okay, that's TinLegSupport at archertravel.com. This isn't, by the way, this email is not for registration. This is for questions, inquiries, things like that, how-tos. That's what that's for. If you want to register for TinLeg, you can find that under the suppliers tab in your travel cafe. Follow those directions. That's a separate email. I get so many. I don't like these to get mixed up. People send registrations to support. It slows me down answering questions. And then when people send questions to the registration, it slows me down registering people. So we've really figured out how to streamline this whole thing. We've got 2 separate channels, support, registration, so I can blast through and get everybody going, answer their questions as fast as possible. Because we're at over 6,000 agents now in TinLeg. So I have stuff to do. And I'm the only one here doing this. I'm dedicated to you guys and TinLeg and helping you. So please, questions, go to TinLeg support at archertravel.com. Registrations, go to TinLeg at archertravel.com. You can find the directions on how to register in the Travel Cafe. All right. If anybody has any more questions.
No, I think that's it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, I try to push through this as quick as possible because I know you guys got work to do, and so do I. But I want to be extremely informative to you guys. So if anyone watches this after the live, email tinlegsupport at archertravel.com. Anything you want, ask me, and I will be more than happy to help you. All right? I'm away from my desk a lot, so please email me, don't call. And once I get that email, I will get back to you. All right?
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much, Ryan, and thank you everyone for joining us.
It's always a pleasure. It's a little rough on my voice, as you guys can tell. I have a kind of a harsh voice, but I push through it for you guys because this stuff is important and it makes you money. Remember, 17% commission.
I'm so appreciative of that.
17%. All right.
Perfect.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Yes.
See y'all later. Bye.